Hello and welcome back to the knitting page. If you're new here, my name's Paige and I'm the face behind the knitting page. And today I have a special guest with me.
Hi, my name is Hollie and I am a friend of the knitting page.
We're both teachers.
Yeah.
We're both knitters.
We're both knitters, and we met. So obviously, I'm not originally from Canada. We met this year. So
yes.
I've been here for a year. Started knitting last year to get me through the Canadian winter.
Yeah.
And then met Paige at our knit night, which she's mentioned before.
Yeah. And so, I don't know, I figured it would be fun to I really enjoy watching people that have two people on the podcast, and it would be fun to have Hollie on. And so we're going to do it.
Here we are.
Here we are. So starting off with, what are we wearing?
What are we wearing? Do you want to do yours first?
Sure. I am wearing my newly finished object. This is the Filamina sweater by Gregoria Fibres, and
So nice.
I'm obsessed with it.
It's so nice. And it's so squishy.
I made it using Rauma Fivel, which is a worsted weight lamb's wool. And our local knitting store just got it in, and so a lot of people from our knit night were super excited.
Jumped on it straight away
to go and get some Rauma, and I get the hype.
Yeah.
And so it was nice because it's a relatively affordable yarn.
Yeah, it is.
Knitting can be expensive.
Yeah, and this, I think it's about $8.
It's about $8 for 100 grams, I believe.
Yeah.
Or 50 grams? 100 grams? 50? Yes. Yeah. $8 for 50 grams. And I knit this in the colorway 4078, which as you can see is a nice neutral. And I don't have a light neutral in my wardrobe. And so when I got chosen for the test knit, I was like, I'm going to go splurge. It's back to school season. We're gonna be starting the rough part of the work.
The rough part of the year.
So I was like, okay, let's treat ourselves to some nice new yarn. And I guess, yeah.
The nice thing about this sweater is a lot of patterns from the knitwear designers that I like to knit from, you are holding two yarns at the same time, and that makes it more expensive. But with this, you're just holding the one, which I think makes it even more affordable as well. And
she did write the pattern for two yarns held together.
Okay.
And it's beautiful, but A, I want it to be more affordable, and B, I didn't have any neutral colored yarns in my stash to work with already, and I didn't want to use a navy or a dark purple and lose all of the texture that the sweater has to offer.
It looks gorgeous. The cables look so good on this.
And I feel it's very fisherman core-esque.
It is, but it isn't it looks like a rustic yarn, but it feels so much softer, which is really nice.
Yeah, and it does have a slight halo to it, which is kind of nice.
It's got mohairy.
Yeah, it kind of looks like mohair, but it's not. It's way cheaper. So we love it. Yeah. I definitely want to use Rauma again. I think it'd be fun to do colorwork mittens or something with it for this winter.
That would be really nice.
Yeah, maybe something for the Where We Knit Make-A-Lon.
Maybe.
So, Hollie, what are you wearing?
I am wearing, it's technically a menswear knit. So this was a test knit that I did by Woozy by Celine. It's called the Matteo sweater. So I was lucky enough to be picked for her test knit because I am relatively new to knitting. I have a knitting Instagram, but it's very small.
we all start with it being small and 0 followers.
So I knit this for my husband, but I have actually worn it more than him so far. So it's been off the needles for about 2 weeks, and I've worn it maybe 5 times. Okay. It's just cozy.
It is super cozy. Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it.
Ooh.
I knit this in cotton. My husband has really sensitive skin. So cotton over, I think it's designed for a DK/light worsted weight wool, but this is just one strand of chunky of cotton. It's called, I should probably know that, shouldn't I? I think it's called Nifty Cotton by...
Yes, it is.
Cascade, I think it is. Yeah, I will double check that. But it's got these really nice kind of double folded cuffs, and the hem is the same. And then these nice kind of the way that the increases they kind of, I don't know if you can see because it's oversized on me, but they shape the shoulders really nicely. They make it look like you have quite a good posture, I think, from behind.
Yeah, they do.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like you're pulled back rather than our like cell phone slouch.
And then there are 2 collar options. You can do like a rib collar, or this is the stockinette. It's the same vibe as the cuff and the hem. So you knit it, fold it over, and then put it down. So that's what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mitchell, my husband, loves it, which is great, and I love it too. So we love it. Extra wear.
I know. I've been wanting to steal Mr. Running's lace pullover, but I think has worn it every single day since I've cast it off, which I love.
Which is a great thing.
It's a great thing.
Cost per wear is really low.
Yes. Cost per wear is really low. I will say I knit it using Peruvian Highland wool by Philomena, but it has pilled.
That does pill a lot.
And we ordered a depiller, but a porch pirate took my depiller. I know.
You're joking.
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's so unlike Nova Scotia, isn't it?
I know.
This is a place where people can leave their doors unlocked and no one like enters.
Yeah.
So that's so sad.
I feel like it's just like both of us live fairly close to downtown.
We do.
And so I feel like there's a lot of good apples, but like sometimes they see the Amazon box and they just want to take it, get a rotten apple that takes your depiller. Like,
that's so sad.
I guarantee you they're not depilling any sweaters. Maybe they are.
I bet they took that thinking they were going to get something really good.
Yeah.
And they got a depill.
Yeah.
Not worth the stress.
And I will say, I'm going to go into more details about this sweater, but I have a whole project vlog about the sweater where I'll go into more details about it, just I don't want to repeat too much over here.
And if you're interested in this, I think Woozy got it. The pattern only got released last weekend, but she has just launched a video where she talks about it in a bit more depth. So I recommend it. It was a great, easy pattern to follow, actually.
Yeah, I think I
had no issues.
I might make Mr. Running one.
It's nice.
Because
I've
heard that knitting for all of heavy merino doesn't pill.
It doesn't, no.
And it is a higher price point, but the guy's knit worthy, and I feel like he needs a sweater that doesn't pill.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Yeah. Or we need a depiller that doesn't get stolen.
I have a pair of mittens that I knit last year, which is half heavy merino and half the
Peruvian Highland.
Yeah, and the half of the mittens are pilled and the other half are perfectly because I colour block mittens. It's really funny.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So, yeah, I recommend.
Yeah. Alrighty, what's on your needles?
Good question. Let me grab it. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so tricky to show. When I pulled this out this morning, I was halfway through a row, so it was even worse. I was like, I'm going to have to do a bit of knitting on this to actually get it easy.
Looks so good.
It's so cute, isn't it?
So funky and fresh.
So I am knitting the Olympe sweater vest by Lepole. Is that right?
Yeah, by Lepole.
I can't remember which way is I think this way is actually.
Oh, and you've done your ends already.
Yeah, well, I'm doing the magic knot. I know most people say the magic knot doesn't work for them, but for me...
So do you trim as you go?
Yeah, I trim as I go. And then these ones are because I've let go of a strand and I've gone from knitting with 2 strands to 1 strand just to mess with the texture a little bit. So this is how it's looking. I've gone for the really colourful approach to the Olympe vest. Paige gave me a bag of yarn scraps that you had, and actually you gave me 2 bags because you had a big declutter for the summer, I think. And a lot of them are from that. Some of them are from things I've knit. I've just kind of started doing the decreases on this side. Then the idea is you kind of do more increases to do the front and then pick up from this provisional cast on to do the other side of the front. And then you go around, do the button band and the hem, and that's it. It'll be a very funky sweater vest to add to my wardrobe.
Yeah.
I'm loving how it's looking. I've kind of just gone into this kind of pastel bit.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. The purples, and I like holding the green and the two together. It's super pretty.
And then this bit here was inspired by what's on your needles, because I was like, oh, I have a blue and a burgundy, and Paige has really inspired me, so I did 2 little bits.
Cute.
I know. So that's what's on my that's the only thing I have on my needles right now. I'm going to start something today.
Yes.
But I guess we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yes.
So that is that is what is on my needles.
Mr. Running just got home with provisions.
She can make it through another week.
We can make it through another week.
Oh, we love a handsy man.
Yes. I am currently working on, because I don't know, I know
This is new.
This is new. Yeah, Holly hasn't seen it yet. But this is my skirt number 1, which I talked like very briefly about. I like just cast it on, and then one of our friends from Knit Night was wearing her skirt number 1 at Knit Night,
and it looked so nice.
It looked so nice, and I just love the idea of like a wearable bottom,
especially as teachers. I think that is so practical for work.
Yeah.
A lot of our classrooms are like actual freezers. And
yes, it's either like a freezer or a sauna.
Yeah.
But I feel like having like a woolly skirt, like you could probably wear it all day, where sometimes I find I have to take my sweaters off.
100%.
If like a classroom's too hot, but I like obviously won't be taking my skirt off.
Yeah, they might have something to say to you.
And so I also got inspired by our friend because the skirt number 1 does a elastic waistband. And I have a white elastic, but then I figured that I should probably go and buy black because my yarn is so dark. And she was waiting to put her elastic band in. And so what she did was, I'll come closer. She just put a few stitches. Anyway, she put a few stitches on a safety pin and then just like put the elastic band in later. And then I also thought that would be nice because like, if your elastic band gets overstretched or like you change or like
you can just change
want it
it.
where I've done elastic bands in shorts before for my cozy, I think they're called the cozy cotton shorts by Knits by Autumn, and I love them. But the elastic band, like if I ever want to replace it, I'd have to cut my knitting.
Yeah, and then that is...
Yeah, where this
good.
way if I like leave a little hole, I'm still good.
That's clever.
Yeah.
That's a really clever idea.
And so I got inspired by her. And then the other thing is I don't have any like just plain stockinette projects on my needles right now.
Yeah.
And we're going to an event this afternoon for the kickoff of the We Knit or Where We Knit Knit Along, which I do also want to preface. There is an account called Where We Knit that I didn't know existed when I came up with the idea. It's pretty cool that we both got inspired by our surroundings.
Where we live.
And if you're interested in finding another podcast to go and watch and listen, she has some really cool stuff where she like takes you around different places where she's like knitting on a kayak and she's knitting in all these different places, which is really cool to see. But it's not like affiliated with her. It just happened to be the same name.
How long have you spent knitting on this?
I haven't spent a whole lot of time working on it. I did the button band like more or less in one go, and then I like you do a provisional cast on or like where you have stitches live on one needle and then you knit down from that, which is something new that I hadn't done before. So that was nice because I was like, do I just cast on and pick up stitches? Because I don't love doing a provisional cast on.
Yeah.
But then once I finished it, it was like, oh, this is actually, it makes it so much easier than making sure, because all my stitches were automatically aligned because I just worked from those live stitches versus going down and picking it up and making sure that like they're the same place.
That would have been useful doing this because there's a lot of folded over and then you knit.
Yeah, and sometimes it can be hard to find like, is this the knit that belongs with this knit stitch?
Yeah, because in the pattern, Celine recommends putting a removable stitch marker as when you're doing the first row every other, like, you know, every few stitches, which is fine. All of the hems are fine, apart from when I was walking here I realized that is pulling a little bit. So I think in my desperation to get this done, I've probably been a bit sloppier with this.
And I have projects like that as well. But yeah, doing the provisional cast on, more time at the start than just doing like a long tail cast on, but then it makes it look neater and like it's less time while you're knitting, which is kind of nice. And so I picked it up just because I felt like I needed something stockinette to work on.
And this is the Briggs and Little, isn't it?
This is,
but this it doesn't
I'm using Briggs and a mohair from a knit shop in Montreal.
Okay. Yeah. It feels really soft still. Yeah. So even though you've got that, it is a rustic
I do
yarn,
find that Briggs like softens really nicely.
that makes me more keen to use it for a sweater because it, again, affordable.
It's so affordable.
For us here.
And like
Canadian yarn, isn't it?
In our like knitting group chat, like someone posted, like, I don't know if you watched the little like mini documentary about Briggs and Little, but it was like,
I don't know if I watched that, but I know there was another knitting YouTuber. Is it Nitty Natty?
Maybe.
Is that her name? I don't know.
Nitty Natty is a
she went to the Briggs and Little place, I think, in one of the videos, and
it just looks like such a wholesome operation. And Mr. Running and I watched it the other night, and it was like, oh man, like it feels so good to back like a Canadian company that's like that's doing things right and like that has capped their yarn prices. Like they're still affordable. It's all from Canada.
And sometimes you can even find that. So when I was up in Cape Breton over the summer, and they sold it in the supermarkets. Yeah, about that, which is I think that's really sweet when you can find just like good local yarns. Yeah, not in a yarn store as well. It's nice and accessible.
In the documentary, they talked about like all of the Canada athletes when we hosted the Olympics in Vancouver in 2010 were wearing sweaters made out of Briggs and Little yarn, which I was like,
so wholesome.
It's so wholesome, so lovely. But yeah, skirt number 1 slowly getting worked on.
I like that. That is also on my to knit list. Yeah, probably won't be this side of Christmas.
I mean, it might be nice. Like Hollie's gonna. Well, I won't blow or whatchamacallit. I won't steal the thunder. Yeah, blow your trumpet. I won't blow your trumpet.
Blow my trumpet.
But I think it could be nice as just like some stockinette. Because I find like social knitting or like even throwing it in your bag and just like having something really easy to pick up and work on all the time.
Because the sweater vest, that is easy to knit, but you can't really take it out and about because you're constantly changing colours and that's a faff to do. Yeah. So maybe you're right.
Yeah. Like, and you can just have it like as a purse knitting, backpack bag knitting.
Yeah. School, lunch break.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm getting kind of toasty.
I thought I was going to get roasting, but I think because this is cotton, I'm sat down and I'm not moving. It's that awkward time of year here where it's starting to get colder, but the sun is out. So when the sun shines on you, you get pretty.
Yeah, yeah. And this is cotton versus the wool.
Breathable.
So alright, I have 2 more works in progress.
I'll
quickly talk about.
This one is gorgeous.
My burgundy and light blue one.
It's so soft.
And this is the Matcha sweater by Knits for Days. And I tested her Yuma blouse and I absolutely loved the pattern. It's like one of my like go-to cardigan / like do-up knit things that I've worn. And I knit like a decent amount and I don't yet have a stripy project. Like I don't have a stripy sweater.
That's true.
So this is my first stripy sweater and it's not recommended. Like there's not like stripes written into the pattern.
Right. So it's just
like a plain one color and it's called the Matcha sweater. But the reason I really like it is I just really like a 2x2 rib and I find it looks so like neat and really like crispy.
I like how it carries on.
I know. So the raglan is 2x2 as well. And I've been really inspired by like the blue and the burgundy. Like I feel like it's very on trend,
minute, isn't it?
And I had all of the yarns except for the blue fluff already in my stash. And the blue was actually meant for a different project. I wanted to knit the thin set by Wool and Beyond with it. And then I'm trying to get better at like letting go of past ideas and just like use the yarn I already have for if I'm feeling inspired. And then I'm using a sock yarn that I got from Les Lambisco when I was in Montreal with both the fluffs are drops brushed alpaca silk.
Yeah, I really like that.
Me too. Like my cognac cardigan used it. This uses it. It's a great affordable price point.
And it's classed as a worsted weight yarn, but actually I don't think it really
no. So like it's definitely thicker than like your silk mohair, but it's not like super chunky and thick, and it just gives like a nice halo. It's soft, it's affordable, and I've had good success with it in the past. So I went and picked it up. The back you can kind of see I've attempted jogless stripes down the back.
There's still always a little bit of a...
Yeah, you can still always see a little something. But I'm using the technique that was described in the Norma sweater.
Do
where you like
pick from
slip
underneath? Oh, so I think that might be different to the way I know how to.
Yeah. So I just use that because I knit the Norma sweater. I finished it this summer and it's what I know, but it's definitely,
the way that
you can definitely kind of see it, but I'm like, at the end of the day, it's a hand knit sweater.
Exactly.
It's on my back. Like, if you're gonna judge my stripes, like there's bigger issues.
Exactly. Like, no,
so,
I think it looks nice. In fact, you could even say that it's a design feature.
Yeah.
It's like a vertical stripe.
It is like a little vertical stripe. So I'm just working the 2x2 cuff on the first sleeve. And then I have the second sleeve to go.
That will be done.
This will be done quickly. Yeah. So I cast this on, I did the sleeve basically this weekend.
Wow.
But I also...
because you were working on the bottom of this at midnight, weren't you?
Yeah.
Thursday? So yeah, oh wow.
But to be fair, we had a power outage at my school.
Yes.
On Friday. It was like, Friday was Halloween and it was like very like on trend Halloween weather, like rain, wind, dark, gloomy. Like I bike to work and I'm like, the street lights are out. Oh my gosh. And I was like, oh no, is that going to mean like the school's also out of power? And then it was. And so there's a couple of us that had gotten there early and we're like sitting in our dining hall and there's like flashing lights and beeps going on.
So like, Halloween. That's so Halloween.
It was very creepy. But then, obviously we can't safely run school if there's no power. And like,
great for a game of hide and seek.
Yes. No, toilets aren't flushing.
Oh no.
Like it was just like, not for middle school, not for any school.
No.
So I ended up having a random day off this Friday, which I spent doing a lot of knitting.
Oh, no, I didn't. Our school is actually on the hospital grid. So we're never losing power. Yeah. Which is great because we stay open all the time. Yeah. But no,
Yeah, and both our schools are like a kilometer apart from each other. Like they're very close. There was like just like this tiny like, my school's across from one of the universities.
It is.
And the university had power, but then the other side of the street didn't.
How bizarre.
I know. So I got a lot of knitting done is the short of that. Yeah. And then I have one more project, which is for the knit along.
That's exciting. I don't actually know what you're knitting for this. I've seen the yarn, but I don't know what the plan is.
Yes. So I decided to go with, I was feeling very inspired for this knit along. Like I went on runs and walks and like just looked around to be like, ooh, like what sweater, what can I knit with like those colors?
Yeah.
But the project got inspired when I was walking Luna this summer by this one particular house that has, I'll show you the colors.
Yes.
It has...
Oh, I think I even know the house you mean.
This colorway.
Yeah.
And I was like, that would look so pretty in a sweater.
It would. And those are your colors as well.
I know. And I'm going to do like this one
on you.
At the top of the sweater. Yeah. But the sweater I'm doing is called the Simone Light. And I'm blanking on who it's by, but I'll make sure to put it in the description below. Same with all of Hollie's projects. They'll be in the description below. But it's this blue house. It's like mostly light blue. And then it has like green trim on the door, or green trim around the doors and the windows, and then like a blue door.
Yeah.
And so the Simone Light is one that you probably recognize if you saw it. It has like vertical stripes down it, and it's color blocked. So you have like a color on the top and a color on the bottom with a stripe in the middle.
What you're saying. Okay,
I'll show you the.
Yeah, you'll have to.
I'll show you the pattern after this.
That yarn is so nice as well.
But yeah. Oh, well, Hollie's made the cognac sweater out of this yarn with their mohair.
Yeah, the pearl mohair by. I can never pronounce
Mayo garn. Mayo garn. Yeah, we're trying our best. We don't really know.
I was saying Majo, so I was completely off. It's the softest because even though it's a tweed, I don't know, that mohair as well is so soft.
Yeah,
I can wear that next to skin.
It's so lightly spun as well that for a 50-gram fingering weight ball, you get 350 meters, and so that makes it like relatively affordable to work with as well, because other fingering weight yarns are around the same price point, but you're getting in 100 additional meters for the same price.
I'm just thinking back, my cognac sweater, I knit the size, I think I knit the smallest size, but I got through. I remember I had to go and buy one extra ball because I was on, I don't know if you remember, I was on the ribbing for the sleeve and I was like, I'm not going to make it. I used 2.5 one. So I've got basically a whole ball left.
Yeah.
But I'll use it for something else.
Yeah.
It's a lovely yarn. But yeah, so it goes a long way. You can knit a sweater out of very, very little.
Yeah.
So that makes that more cost effective. And then when if you're buying mohair as well, then that is a perk because you haven't spent as much on the actual wool. So.
Yeah, exactly. And our local yarn store has it. And I've just been, I don't know, I've been really inspired by like this like sky blue color.
That's going to look so nice on you.
And so I was like, oh, I don't have anything in my handmade wardrobe. I feel like it would look good. Like this will look good with dark jeans and light jeans, where this can sometimes be hard with light jeans. Yeah. But because it's going to be the top part of the sweater, this will still be the dark where I'll have, or like it'll be paired with like that rich dark indigo color, or like a light wash, which I think will be good with jeans. Or like a navy, it'll work with.
And this goes nice with the jewelry that you tend to wear up top.
Yes.
Like the one you're wearing today, kind of matches it really nicely.
Yes. So
that's so nice.
So this is a sweater, and this yarn was very kindly gifted to me by Fia for this knit along. So I reached out to the local yarn store because I was inspired by it, and I was like, maybe she would want to like co-host it and just like help out with some of like the giveaways and things like that will be coming down the line.
And the owner of Fia, she's lovely. Juliana, it's her name, and she's so sweet and she's so knowledgeable. And
she is.
When I was new to knitting, I would go in there and I would ask her questions, and she never made me feel like I was asking something silly. Or, you know, she's got a lot of time for people. She'll have good chats with you.
And she carries really unique, like she does. She carries like the knitting for all of like a lot of the like more like European classic yarns, but then she also does have a lot of like hand-dyed or like this yarn I've never seen before, but it's like so amazing.
It's so good.
And so she does ship Canada wide. But yeah, this is my last work in progress that I have been working on.
Is this a bottom up?
Yes.
I've never done a bottom up thing before.
Good point, Holly. This is a bottom up sweater, which is like not, I think a lot of us knitters tend to go against bottom up sweaters, but I felt like this sweater, which I'll put a picture here if I haven't already, but I feel like this sweater like it like encapsulates like what I wanted out of this project. And actually the first ever sweater I made was bottom up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You don't tend to hear that very much.
No. So I did the Hulla sweater by Knitwear, which was a test knit. And it was bottom up. And what's unique about this is that sweater was bottom up like everything.
Right.
Like, even the sleeves. Yeah. So you started with the sleeves at the cuff and then you worked upward.
So then you have to seam them, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
And you have to like sew them in.
Yeah.
This one you pick up sleeves and then work it down. But the body is done bottom up.
Okay.
And so then you do like a 3 needle bind off on the shoulders.
Okay, right. So you split and then you work back.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I work the tube and then I split at the armpit, work the front, work the back, and then sew them together. Yeah. And then I'll pick up for the collar and for the sleeves.
Perfect.
But the collar will still work like bottom up. Like most of the collars, if you go pick up, are like from the bottom up, unless you're doing a raglan. But then the sleeves in this case will be from the normally like from the shoulder down versus like starting at the cuff and working up. And then there's 2 options in this pattern as well. So you can get like a shorter version or a longer version.
Which one are you going for?
I'm opting for the longer version. I just feel like I have a lot of sweaters that are kind of on the crop side.
You said this the other day, didn't you?
Yeah.
As well?
You can maybe relate to this, but having tried on like Mitchell's or Mr. Running's sweater.
Yeah, oversized is good.
That I'm lacking that like long oversized sweater in my wardrobe. Yeah. And so I figured I would go for the longer version than doing the shorter version.
A lot of my store-bought sweaters are longer as well. So I feel like even though it takes a bit more time to knit it because you're knitting more stockinetting around for the body, I think it is worth it if that's kind of the after.
And like I think the big difference for the sweater is in the color work. And so you just do more rounds of the color work. That's kind of like potato chippy to work through.
That's nice.
So I'm going to do the long version.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are you going to knit for the knit along?
Knitting. I've got the yarn with me here. I'm going to be knitting the Tulip Loop sweater vest by Other Loops in this yarn that was kindly gifted to me by the knitting page. I think this is a it's this merino superwash that you've had for a while.
It is.
You had a sweater quantity and she very kindly gave it to me.
I had a sweater quantity of this yarn that I had purchased like very, very cheaply when I lived in Kingston. And just the color wasn't speaking to me. I had like a lot of other projects that I was like really excited to knit.
Yeah.
And then Hollie and I were talking about this, and she's, oh my gosh, like that sweater's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I actually have yarn that like I have no idea what I'm gonna do with. And like Hollie's still in her like infancy of knitting, where I have like quite a large yarn stash that's gonna take me a long time to work through. And so it's kind of like I've been gifted a lot of yarn as well, and so it's also nice to like give back. Exactly. Like give yarn that like no longer like kind of like, what's the word? Like it no longer like inspires me to like still give it and keep it in the knitting community.
And I appreciate it because I moved to Canada last year. My husband and I are going through the process of applying for permanent residency. So obviously moving here initially was expensive, and then going through the motion for that is expensive. Regular life is just expensive. So you were very kind to give that to me as well, which was very sweet. And then I'm pairing it with because it's super wash merino, I don't want it to grow too much because the pattern only comes in 3 sizes. So I'm knitting the smaller size. I'm a very petite person. I'm only 5'1", so I didn't want it to like
make it a dress.
Yeah, make it a dress. So I'm going to be holding it with the Drops brushed alpaca as well. It's a really nice kind of like pinky, rosy, goldy color.
It is so nice.
It is really nice. I think
it takes the nudiness out of this.
And I spent ages in fear again. Ages in fear, like holding different yarns. I was like, should I hold it with a brown mohair and have something that was mild, or should I find something that's a good color match? I'm in an and Juliana helped me kind of pick this one to give it more of a pinkish glow. And when you hold them together, they look really nice.
Yeah, they do.
So I'm really excited to cast this on today.
Yeah.
I'm a bit nervous. It's the first time I'm knitting cables, although somebody that we also go to knit night with, she's knitting the Tulip loop sweater. Yeah. And she showed me how to knit one of the cables the other day, which was really good. Yeah. So less intimidated by that. The pattern kind of holds your hand a little bit less than other ones, because I've knit things by like Kutavikika or the cognac sweater. That was a really easy pattern to follow.
Yeah.
And
that one is like really there's easy. Pictures for every little step. If you're like, how do I hold this? It's like, oh, there's a picture to like show you what to do. But other loops is kind of more on that like
more advanced kind of style. I would say, like, I think the pattern's easy enough to follow when you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I'll probably have a lot of questions for Paige and for everybody else who's going to be there.
Yes.
But that's okay.
I would highly recommend, because I haven't made the vest yet. It's on my like to knit list, but I've made the sweater version, and it's definitely a very beginner friendly cable pattern. Yeah, because there's cables, but you're not doing it. You're not doing them all the time.
Yeah. So I think it's every 16 rows for the main tulip style. I didn't say actually, did I? I'm doing the tulip loop vest because the idea behind the knit along is that you knit something that's you're kind of inspired by your local area.
Yeah, like it's like knit your neighborhood.
Yeah, knit your neighborhood.
Let your surroundings inspire your stitches.
And the public gardens in Halifax is definitely my inspiration for this one.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the first place we met in public to knit,
it was the first time we hung out outside of knit night together, was at the Halifax Gardens. Yeah.
And I knit there a lot throughout the summer, and obviously here in Halifax in Nova Scotia, spring comes a lot later than it does in the UK. Yeah. In the UK, it's springtime and you'll get tulips in March, whereas here it's May. So sitting there in May when it was finally getting a lot warmer, it was nice. And that's my inspiration, because the cables are meant to look like tulips. Yeah. So those cables are knit every 16 rounds, I think, and then there's a smaller cable at the side that's every 8. But again, in between that, you've got, I think,
lots and lots of stockinette and rib. Yeah.
So not too daunting.
Yeah. And the nice thing about that sweater vest is you don't have to pick up for any arm edging.
Yeah, that is really
just sometimes so annoying to do.
I think, you slip stitches, I think, basically to create a nice neat edge. So that's what I'm going to be casting on today for the knit along, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting,
so someone in our knit night had posted in our group chat, like, there's the game of wool.
Yes. Oh, this is
which
exciting.
is this show.
Yeah, so in the UK on Channel 4, there are a lot of shows, like obviously the Great British Bake Off, but then there's also the Great British Sewing Bee, the British Pottery Throwdown, which is really great if you're into pottery throwing. Yeah. Now, obviously, Tom Daley, British Olympian swimmer, avid knitter, has knitting books, all sorts. They've come up with a new show, which is the same vibe as those other shows, but for knitting, which is great fun.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be so good.
And so someone in the chat was like, oh, we should find a place to watch this. And I was like, I'm actually starting a knit along with Fia. Like, can I piggyback off this and have two birds and one stone? And then I reached out to like a local bar that's like pub that's super close to where we meet already for our knit night.
Yeah, and it's really crazy as well, I think, isn't it?
It is. Like there's couches, there's like big chairs, there's 3 different TVs, there's like different tables, and we'll have like the entire upstairs that's like just us. And so they initially were like, oh, like we'll talk about a price. And then when I went in to go and talk to them, they were like,
you're so sweet.
We just want to, like, this will be really good promotion for us. Like if you guys could make this, like potentially we might start like a second night, like every week or maybe every other week, once a month on Sundays. And they're more than happy to have us. Yeah. And so that was really super exciting. Yeah.
I think it's another great option for people who also can't make it in the week.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And I even like maybe like 2 to 4 on Sundays, so you can like still eat your lunch and then still go home for dinner.
That's nice. That's a good show,
would be
especially over the winter when people don't do as much on the weekends, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe in the summer it would slow down, but Luna, she's everywhere.
Luna's everywhere.
But yeah, that's kind of it.
Yeah. Do you have any other future plans, or is that kind of it for you?
I feel like I need to finish a lot of what's on my needles. I have like one other test knit that I am supposed to be working on right now. But it's by the same designer that did the cognac cardigan and sweater, and I know I can pump out a stockinette sweater really quickly.
Oh, I know the one you mean.
Yeah,
I actually
it's like the chameleon sweater. Yeah. It's gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
Like it's so professional, like so tailored looking.
Test it as well, but I didn't.
And I can show you the yarn I'm going to use for that. This could probably also kind of count as the way we're going to get KAL as well.
It probably could.
And like the great thing about the KAL is like literally anything goes.
Anything goes.
And that's kind of like the point of it, is like just like I know this project is my like house color at school is purple.
Oh, that's sweet.
And I have been wanting to knit a purple sweater for so long, and then something about a test knit, it kind of like just like forces you to like get started, get going, dig into it.
That's the good thing about it.
And so I have had this yarn in my stash for quite a while.
Oh, it's like slightly variegated.
It is. There's like very, very slight, it's like a tonal, I think is what you'd call it.
Yeah.
But I had bought, this is Knitting for Olive, I know. This is Knitting for Olive silk mohair in the colorway Unicorn Purple that I had bought to knit my mama slipover.
Okay.
But then my mom was like, I want it to be machine washable. So I was like, okay, no mohair then. No. And so I have a whole bunch of this left in my stash. I had bought in 5 balls because the slipover, it was the terrazzo slipover by Petite Knit.
Okay,
and so it's super long. So it calls for more mohair. Or more yarn. And then I had picked this up, which is the La-Ti-Da by the Knitting Loft. And it is 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere.
She's a fancy girl.
She's a fancy girl. And 10% nylon. And it's in the colorway Forget Me Not. And I got this on like a sale like quite a few years ago. Like it's been in my stash for a while.
It's really soft.
And I know I want to pair them together. And the sweater is more of like, there's not a lot of positive ease to the sweater. Like it's very tailored looking. And so I have enough yarn with only the 5 balls to make the sweater.
That's nice.
And again, with Atelier Castin's patterns, like she offers so many different options within the same pattern, which is really great.
Yeah, because in the cognac you have 2 different collar styles.
Yeah.
And
finishing styles
as well. Is the same for this one?
Yeah. So you can do like a high neck or like a folded over neck.
I like that.
I'm going to opt for the high neck, or not the high neck, the folded over double knit.
I do really like that because a lot of knitwear designers, not throwing shade at them obviously, but because it's a business, but they'll release a pattern and then they'll release another variation of that pattern with a different neck. And if you want to kind of knit both, then you're having to buy both.
Yeah.
So it's nice that she actually
incorporates them both.
offers both. And she gives full instructions on how to do it as well. It's not just like, oh, you could do this, but here's a YouTube video for you to figure out. She actually puts the instructions.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like that.
So that is something I have to cast on. I thought I had to wait for me to finish a double knit button band that has been the bane of my existence. But I found another pair of 4mm needles because I accidentally sat on them.
Oh,
and I broke one.
That's not fun.
But I realized I had done this before. And so I bought another pair of 4mm needles because I was like, oh no, I broke it. And then I looked at my like needle tips and I was like, oh yeah, I did do this before. So now I have two from ones that I've sat on. And so this is all over stockinette.
Oh, easy.
And so I know I can...
Yeah.
And she's also, Atelier Castin's really flexible, like with her deadlines.
Nice.
And so I'm going to probably cast it on this upcoming week once I finish the matcha sweater.
Yeah, because that's nearly done.
Yeah. And so, and then I'll work on this. And then if I need to, I'll reach out and be like, hey, can I have another week? Or like I finished, a lot of designers are also good for sweaters if you finish like the collar, the body and one sleeve.
Yeah.
And then you can just do the other sleeve because then you still have feedback.
Because you can still give the feedback and just send the photos when they're done.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's really good.
So yeah, that's kind of,
that's
this is going to be my next cast on.
Soft.
Obviously there's a lot on the needles, but I feel like I always
your colour,
have.
that is as well.
I know.
These colours suit you really nicely.
And yeah, it'll be nice to wear for color day.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, well, that's really nice.
So I'm hoping I can wear it for the last, like we do color days on the last November of each month.
Okay.
And that I could finish this for the last November.
The last November of each month.
Or the last November. The last Wednesday of each month.
And I agreed with you. I was like, yeah, the last November of each month.
Perfect. Alrighty, what do you got there?
This was my kind of backup plan for the wear we knit along. I think it's a really popular pattern at the minute. The sailor slippers by, I forgot her
Annie
name.
Sews, maybe?
Yeah, I think Annie. Yeah. That rings a bell.
I think it's Annie something. We can
include that detail.
It'll be on the screen.
There's so many of these. The only reason why I decided not to do these is because I want to buy some black of this, because a lot of the pictures, there's loads of them have been knit on Ravelry. They have like a different brim, like the top of the slipper. So I want to get some black to kind of just, I think it'll look nice, but they're going to be striped blue and pink. I have a lot of this yarn because I have a knitting club at school and we have been knitting toques or beanie hats with this yarn, which is a great beginner project. It knits up really quickly when you're teaching kids how to knit. It's kind of like instant gratification. Yeah. But there's a lot left over because I think I bought more than we needed just in case. So I have this in lots of different colours, but I think these look nice.
I do think those look nice. And like I saw Hollie shared her inspiration and it's like winter sunrise.
Winter sunrise. But then also there are, like you say, there are a lot of colourful houses. But I, before we moved into the city, we were kind of living just outside of the city in one of the suburbs, and we would drive in every morning, and there's part of like the ocean arm where the sunrise, it was sunrise actually in the morning, was like glorious in the winter. So that was kind of the inspiration behind this. But I'll still knit them, but I need to get a little bit more yarn before I can start that project. But
that should be exciting to see. I know I definitely want to knit these slippers at some point.
They're so cute, and I think they would knit up quite quickly. And the idea is you knit them and then you felt them, so you have to put them in a washing machine and then they felt. So it needs to be a 100% non-superwash yarn. And I think the actual yarn used in the pattern by the designer is Drop Snow. Again, so affordable. This is just under $6 a ball. So really, and I think you only need 4 balls to knit my shoe size. I've got small feet. I know. So even better.
I am thinking of doing, oh my gosh, excuse me. I am thinking of doing the sailor slippers as a giveaway for the Where We Knit KAL, but like inspired by like give like a couple options for like houses around, because I think there are so many charming houses,
so many
with different unique colors, and that a funky pair of slippers is something that like we as in me and VFE could like share with people not from Halifax. And like I hope you're not too picky about like what your slippers look like, and like that's probably a place where like you could have some more funky bold colors.
And I think sometimes people can be really scared to use color. I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
I think some people can, like, will stick to knitting neutrals or something safe, but slippers, you're literally just wearing them in the house, so it doesn't, and you can be a bit more creative with that. And yeah. I think it's a good one.
Yeah. So
yeah, there we go.
You can also, Hollie, do you want to share your?
It's Hollie Likes to knit
on Instagram.
My Instagram, we can leave it below.
Yeah,
if you fancy having a look at a very small channel.
Yeah, I mean, we all start somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm the knitting page also on Instagram, where there's like, I just post a bit more. I'm trying to post once a week here on YouTube, but there's definitely more of like the day-to-day, timely,
daily type stuff.
Yeah. And my priority in social media is YouTube, but I am also trying to like post on Instagram. And that's where the KAL is taking place.
And there's so much
over
inspiration on there. If you like look on the Where We Knit KAL hashtag, there's loads of inspiration on there, which is great.
Yeah, lots of people have gotten like super excited about it, which has made me so happy to see. But yeah,
it's really good.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Happy knitting.
Bye.
Bye.